Yes, thank you so much for joining this webinar. It will be very exciting because we have Dr. Bill Andrews with us today, and he is the top scientist in telomere science, and also a new product we will share today, which is called Telo-Vital. So yes, thank you so much, Dr. Bill Andrews. Can you just introduce yourself a little bit for the
Well,
audience?
let me say that I apologize because I only speak English. And so, and I hear that's a characteristic of Americans. So it's just, I never in my childhood or growing up ever dreamed that I'd be having so many calls with foreign countries and stuff like that. But it's like everybody has to speak my language, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm been obsessed with the aging process my entire life. And I think there's a tremendous amount of misunderstanding in the world on what aging is and why we age and how we age. And a lot of people claim to have figured out how to reverse aging, and none of it's true. It's still something that we still have to figure out, and I'm working on it. I'm not a marketer. I've been studying the science and biology of aging since high school. I mean, college, just anti-aging clubs. I've just been, it's been an obsession of mine. And but I'm not your typical, like 99% of the people in the anti-aging field. They're just looking for a way to make money by selling products that don't work. I've never ever been of that mind. If when I have something that actually reverses aging, I want to just drop it from airplanes. But I've been obsessed with trying to figure out how to cure aging. I think aging is living is the greatest thing that ever happened to any of us, and I hate the fact that living can be any less lovable for any of us just because of this dumb thing called aging. And my training, it's kind of been a scavenger hunt my entire life of trying to put together an arsenal of all the tools that I need to really figure it out. Put all the pieces of the puzzle together of what aging is and why we age, how we age, because we're never going to figure out how not to age unless we actually really understand why and how we age and what it is. And I think I've got a really good handle on that. I do have videos, where I probably talk for an hour or more on each subject of what aging is and why we age and how we age. And I don't know if those are available to you already. I know some people on this call have that list, but anybody's welcome to email me, and I can send them that list, a file with all the key videos and documentaries. I've been, a lot of documentaries, some that have won almost one almost won an Oscar at the Academy Awards. One did win an Emmy. I've been in Popular Science magazine. I've been in, I don't know if that magazine is all over the world or not, but I've been on other, I'm taught Today's Show, the Doctor's TV show, things like that, where people can watch and learn a lot about what I do. And I never ever promote products, and you'll find out that I won't be promoting any products today either. I just talk about the science, but I do talk about what inducing the expression of telomerase can do for your health. And that is what Telo-Vital does, is it has ingredients that induce the expression of telomerase, an enzyme that is only found in our reproductive cells normally. That is the explanation as to why our children are born younger than we are when they come from our old cells. Okay, so that's the key thing that's how the research that led me to lead the team that discovered telomerase in the mid 1990s. That was all based on the fact that somehow our reproductive cells have reversed aging. And why is that? And how is that? Because there's no other explanation as to why our children are born younger than we are, except for that. And so we figured that out, and we discovered this enzyme telomerase, and we then used techniques called gene therapy to lengthen telomeres, the tips of our chromosomes. That's where our telomeres are found. Lengthen the telomeres and showed that it reversed aging in every way imaginable. Okay. So, when we first studied with human cells in a petri dish, we found that telomerase could reverse aging by every biomarker that exists. And then we grew skin on the back of mice and repeated the study, and we were able to show that not just the biomarkers were reversed, but everything, just visual appearance of the skin reversed in every way imaginable. And then we provided our technology to a doctor at Harvard, Dr. Rhonda Pinno, and he treated engineered mice. And I say engineered because mice do not age like humans do, which makes almost all animal studies useless. Mice don't age by telomere shortening like humans do. And so he created, by genetic engineering, he created a mouse strain that did age like humans. And then after he did that, then he treated with telomerase gene therapy and showed that he could reverse aging in every way imaginable, not just the biomarkers, but appearance. The mice looked, behaved, and felt. Of course, we can only guess that they felt like they were young again. And so Diane Sawyer, who's a famous news broadcaster in the United States, did a big documentary on her. I don't know if I know that Sonny, who's on this call, he shows that all the time at his meetings. But it's actually, I mean, there's several, I think 12 hallmarks of aging now, and not a single one of them has ever been shown to be able to have any reversal or even slowing down of aging by reversing the biomarker. The biomarkers, all they did was reverse the biomarkers, but nobody looked or behaved or felt younger when they did that, not even animals. And my favorite test for measuring aging is what I call the Betty White test. We all know Betty White is again, I don't know if she's world famous or not, but she was a famous movie star in the United States. And she died when she was close to 100 years old. But I show pictures of her as a movie star when she was 25 and 85. And just simply say, I'm sure everybody here knows which photo of Betty White was taken first. Even if you remove the wrinkles and the fat from the face and the gray hair, you could still tell that the 85-year-old, the picture of her when at 85 was taken more recently than the picture of 25. So it's like, I mean, there's no point in reversing biomarkers of aging if we don't also pass the Betty White test. We got to look, feel, and behave 25 again. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And in my research, I have discovered a bunch of plant extracts, or let's say fractions of plant extracts, because we can't use a whole plant extract because there's way too many molecules in a whole plant extract. But fractions of the plant extracts we have found that actually induce the production of telomerase in all the cells of our body, or at least in a petri dish. We haven't actually confirmed that to be the case in a human body, because it's really hard to measure every cell in a human body. But every type of cell we've tested in petri dishes has shown that these ingredients, these fractions of plant extracts, will induce the production of telomerase. And the top 5 that we have discovered are mixed together in this product called Telo-Vital. And it's the only product that I'm aware of on the planet that actually has data showing that it actually induces telomerase expression. There are other products that make claims by showing reversal of biomarkers, including telomeres. But if you look at my list of videos, you'll find videos where I discuss how they are totally misinterpreting their own data, and that they've actually accelerated aging, not reversed aging. with their products, because their products, anything that's toxic or immunogenic is actually going to give resemblance to something that looks like reversal of aging, but it's actually not. It's actually accelerating aging. So I mean, I said I'm not a marketer, but I don't know of a single thing that anybody can do that's better for their longevity, health, and life than taking Telo-Vital. Now, that doesn't mean they shouldn't take other things too, okay? But eventually, when a future generation of Telo-Vital comes up, where we're actually reversing aging, not just slowing it down, it might be unnecessary to take anything else. And so I'm going rambling off on different subjects at a time, but let me come back to this subject that I just said. We're not reversing aging with Telo-Vital. We're slowing it down. But people have to recognize that's a good thing. Even though there are other companies that promote products, they say their products reverse aging. It's just not true. Okay. This is, they don't even slow down the aging, but this is the only product that exists right now that actually slows down the aging for real by every measure of measurement we can do. And it's like a tug of war between aging and not aging, and we are adding people to the non-aging side of the tug of war, which is actually slowing down the aging. Okay, that's what's actually happening. We can also remove people from the side of the tug of war that are causing aging, and there's 3 additional ingredients in Telo-Vital that do exactly that. And that's anything that prevents inflammation, oxidative stress, those 2 things mainly. And those are 2 ingredients specifically for that. And then there's another one, black pepper, is in the Telo-Vital too, which has anti-inflammatory properties and antioxidant properties, but it also increases the absorption of the molecules into the blood, the molecules that are found in the plant extracts. So it's a really good product. And I got to say, my business partner, Christian Chase, who is actually the person that created the fractions, and then after I identified which ones actually do induce the expression of telomerase, he's also the one that then formulated the thing into a product that is given a label now on the bottle saying it's USDA approved organic, okay, which is pretty tough to get. You have to be pretty safe. Toxins have to be negligible to get that kind of rating. And so it's pretty exciting. This product's just a really good product. And I'm trying not to be a marketer, but it's like the science behind it is solid. And I don't know if I've left anything out here. My favorite part of any kind of meeting like this is the Q&A. So if somebody asks a question that leads me into a subject that I totally forgot to mention, I can talk some more. But I don't know, Barrett, how do you want to move forward? Do you want to go to Q&A now, or?
We take it later. I'm going through a PowerPoint, and then we can have the Q&A after that,
Okay.
if that's okay. So
I want to do more of these things with you guys. So I'll understand the way the meetings work in the future. So
yeah, that's so good to, and yeah, it's fantastic that you are doing this, Dr. Bill. It's
the bottle you just showed doesn't have the USDA label on it, which is, I think, really critical. It's really exciting. I have a bottle, and my bottle opened already in my room next door. I can go get it if you want me to show that.
oh yeah,
I'll be right back.
the same with me. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Yes. So yes, we are here to talk about telomeres and how important role they play in longevity and aging process. So my name is Berit Børte, and I'm a craniosacral therapist, and very interested also in supplements that can help us to support. Yeah, there you have it. Yeah.
I have never been involved in a production of a product that received that label. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. Yes. So Dr. Bill Andrews, he is a world-renowned scientist and the mind behind Telo-Vital, the new product he we're talking about just recently. And he has had decades of groundbreaking work in telomere biology and leading the charge in anti-aging innovation and bringing the future of cellular wellness to you. So, and he is very humble and very like he wants this to come out to people. That's his mission. So I'm so excited. And he is also an ultra marathon runner. So he is here with his wife, Molly Sheridan, and they are both ultra marathon runners. And Molly, she did a 777 this year, which means you run 7 marathons in 7 different parts of the world in 7 days. And she also did the North Pole Marathon in July. She did the 777 in February. And she is the longest lived person who have actually done this. So this is amazing. And yeah, she is fantastic too. So it's a good team. And on the right side, Bill is also having a dog. His name is Dash. So he has him with him here. There,
He's right here.
there
Yeah.
he is. Yeah.
Mr. Wonder Dog.
Yes. So we see more to him. And I think also all of them are taking the Telo-Vital, even if Telo-Vital is not for animals. It's up to everyone what they will do. So Dr. Bill Andrews has also been in a movie called Immortalists. So he has his phrase curing aging. That's the motivation he has and have had for many years. So so it's about staying healthy indefinitely. That's what we are talking about. Bill Andrews has also written several books, and this is one of them. It's about curing aging. And the second one on telomeres is this one, telomere lengthening, curing all diseases, including cancer and aging. So these are 2 books. It can be very interesting to get. And then healthy aging begins with protecting your telomeres, and we come more into that now. For every cell division, the telomeres gets shorter. The length of the telomeres when we are conceived is at 15,000. And because of all the cell divisions going on before we are born, it's ending up at 10,000 when we are born. And when we are dying, it's 5,000, the length of the telomeres. So we have 5,000 to take care of during our years of living. And it's a tug of war, like Dr. Bill talked about, between what is shortening the telomeres. And yeah, we haven't won the battle yet to lengthen the telomeres, but it's only one enzyme that can actually play a role in this telomere lengthenings, and that's telomerase enzyme. And to shorten the telomeres, it's inflammation and oxidative stress, which is very harmful to us. So your daily choices from nutrition and exercise to stress management play a powerful role in how your body ages. At the cellular level, telomeres, those protective end caps on your chromosomes, naturally shorten over time. Stress, toxins, and oxidative damage can accelerate this process, impacting how you feel and function as you age. So in these heavy metals, of course, and toxins is very bad for us. So get rid of the toxins with this zeolite can be a very good choice. And the blood sugar spikes is not very good for us. So also this glucose control can be of very great help for us to balance our blood sugar level. Alcohol, smoking, of course, is also not good for us, and EMF radiation is also very bad for us. So these are some type of things. All the things which make stress in our body is not good for us. So what really determines how our cells age and why telomeres matter for healthy aging? Telomeres are like the plastic tips on as shoelaces. As we age and cells divide, telomeres shorten, leading to cellular aging. And short telomeres is equal higher risk of age-related decline. So Dr. Bill Andrews calls this one of the root causes of aging. But there's good news. Supporting your telomeres might help you stay strong, healthy, and vibrant for longer. Healthy aging starts at the cellular level. We're unlocking the science of telomeres so you can take control of how you age. Stay tuned. So, and then Dr. Bill Andrews, he teamed up with Eddie Stone, the founder and CEO of Touchstone Essentials. And they have come up with a remarkable product called Telo-Vital. So, and Eddie Stone, he is, as I have got to know him, he's very similar to you, Dr. Bill Andrews, how he sees the world and what he wants to achieve in his lifetime, and also to, get a gift to humanity at this time, which is we are so grateful and proud of this. So this Telo-Vital is Dr. Bill Andrews and his science team have tested so many plant extracts to get to what it's in this bottle of Telo-Vital. So so this is fantastic, and it's purity, it's purpose, and it's proven by science, all of this. So it activates telomerase naturally. Telo-Vital contains the precise botanical extracts that have been shown to activate telomerase activity in human cells. That makes Telo-Vital a breakthrough in telomere health, powering renewed cellular vitality and longevity. Telomeres, the root cause of aging. Telo-Vital supports healthy aging in two vital ways, with natural telomerase activators and with powerful antioxidants, which work together to help protect the health of telomeres and promote cellular health and longevity. The organic botanicals in Telo-Vitals, the telomerase activator blend, are lab tested in human cells to show they induce telomerase expression, the enzyme essential to maintaining telomere length. And the organic superfoods in telomere antioxidant blend help to shield telomeres against ongoing daily stressors and support lasting energy from within. And here are the ingredients list. And this is extracts from these ingredients here. So one of them is organic turmeric extract, and that should be curcumin free. We come more into that later. Organic pomegranate extract, organic baikal skullcap extract, organic hazy extract, organic gallnut extract, organic black pepper extract. That's the activator, telomerase activator. And then we have the telomere antioxidant blend, which is organic wheatgrass powder and organic blackcurrant extract. So here we have a scale of how the different ingredients are being active on activating the telomerase enzyme. So Telo-Vital contains the precise botanical extract that have been shown to activate telomerase activity in human cells. That makes Telo-Vital a breakthrough in telomere health, powering renewed cellular vitality and longevity. So we can see here turmeric root has a very big important role in activating the telomerase enzyme. And then you have the hasi fruit and gallnut, and then pomegranate, and then baikal skullcap at the end. So this is what Dr. Bill Andrews is testing in his lab to see that they are actually doing this kind of thing. And as we said, the turmeric should be without curcumin, because regular turmeric doesn't have any activating skills, but Telo-Vital with turmeric extract without the curcumin has a very good results on that. So I can, organic turmeric extract, curcumin-free. Not all turmeric supports cellular renewal. While curcumin offers inflammation benefits, it can inhibit telomerase, the enzyme key to healthy aging. Our organic curcumin-free extract preserves the nutrients shown to activate telomerase in human cells. It supports telomere health, defends against oxidative stress, and promotes long-term cellular vitality. And that's why we need to have a window of 4 to 6 hours between turmeric with curcumin and Telo-Vital with curcumin-free turmeric. That's important. And then another ingredient is the organic pomegranate extract, and that has been used for thousands of years and revered as a symbol of life and renewal. And pomegranate is now backed by science for its powerful longevity benefits, rich in polyphenols and antioxidants. And the organic extract in Telo-Vital helps protect telomeres from oxidative stress and supports telomerase activation, promoting cellular renewal and healthy aging from within. And then we have organic baikal skull caps. I think also these are sometimes called Chinese skull cap. I think that's the same, or maybe Dr. Bill Andrews know more about that. But yeah, it's the baikal skull cap root extract, a powerful herb long used in traditional Chinese medicine. Baikal skull cap supports cellular health and helps combat oxidative stress. The specific organic extract in Telo-Vital has been shown to activate telomerase in human cells, supporting telomere integrity, cellular resilience, and healthy aging. And then we have organic hasi fruit extract, known as the king of medicine in traditional Ayurvedic and Tibetan medicine. Hasi fruit, from the terminology Chabula tree, supports cellular longevity and vitality. The specific extract in Telo-Vital has been tested to show it activates telomerase in cells, promoting telomere health and protecting cells from oxidative stress. And then we have organic gallnut extract. Despite its name, gallnut is a fruit, not a nut, formed by trees as a natural defense. rich in antioxidants and healing compounds. The organic gallnut extract in Telo-Vital has been shown to activate telomerase. As an antioxidant, gallnut defends telomeres from oxidative stress, supporting cellular longevity and healthy aging. And then we have organic black pepper extract. Black pepper doesn't activate telomerase on its own, but its key compound, piperine, plays a powerful supporting role. Known for enhancing nutrient absorption, this extract helps your body better absorb the telomerase activating botanicals in Telo-Vital, maximizing their benefits for telomere support and overall cellular health. So healthy telomeres support all biomarkers of aging, like mitochondria, where the energy is produced, DNA methylation, epigenome, NAD+ levels, and autophagy. So Telo-Vital for whole body wellness. It will help with focus, getting more sharp, more energy, immunity, sleep, strength, recovery, and resilience. So this is, us who have used it for some months now, we can absolutely say yes to all of this. So only Telo-Vital, as Dr. Bill said, has natural extracts tested to activate telomerase, the enzyme that supports telomere length and cellular renewal. So this is the only product who can actually do this. And it's of course trusted by experts like Dr. Greenberg here. What he says is science has shown us that how we age is tied to our telomeres. Telo-Vital contains specific plant extract that enhance telomerase activity and exciting leap forward in living well for longer. Very exciting. Another doctor here, Dr. Joseph Purita, is also saying Dr. Bill Andrews has led many advances in our understanding of telomeres. His development of Telo-Vital is a leap forward in longevity science, one that can benefit everyone looking to ease the effects of aging. And then we have Dr. Alex Lee here. With natural telomerase activators and antioxidants, the Telo-Vital is an excellent, safe, and natural solution to support cellular health and help combat aging from the inside out. And then we have Sandra Kaufman, also a doctor and author and the creator of the Kaufman Protocol. She says, Dr. Bill Andrews, as the preeminent telomere research scientist, has developed Telo-Vital, the most effective supplement to provide natural telomerase activators to support telomere health. So this is the key to slow down the shortening of the telomeres. That's the key for a better health and also a better life. So Telo-Vital is a premium anti-aging supplement developed by Dr. Bill Andrews. He is here today with us, based on his lifetime of groundbreaking telomere science. It's crafted to nourish your cells and defend against premature aging so you can live with energy, clarity, and vitality, all in just one capsule a day. So easy. So live vital, folks. Less than 30 seconds a day, effortless, and wellness with just one simple step. And it's sourced in nature, perfected by science, and formulated by experts. So you can get your special offer here on your first Telo-Vital, longevity and cellular health. Full price is $109. And for this special offer, it's $49. So get into contact with the person who invited you to this webinar. So that was it. Do you have anything to add here, Dr. Bill?
I just think that was a really excellent presentation. I wish everybody could give a presentation like that one, because I think it would really help sell this product, not just for the money that can be made, but for the benefit that it provides everybody that takes this product. But there is another benefit to it, and that's that it does, when people buy Telo-Vital, it does provide funding for my research. And so I'm encouraged to get everybody here on this call to really spread the word as much as possible for their own, everybody's benefit, but also to help fund my research, because to do the research that we do here costs $2 million a month to do. And we spent $60 million on our research before we ever even invented or discovered the ingredients in Telo-Vital. So it's an expensive proposition. And one of the big issues that I have is, as soon as I start getting investors to start helping with the thing, the investors all want us to start creating products that don't work, but make them a lot of money. And that's been the big struggle that I've had for years and years. I founded this company 25 years ago. It's been a struggle just trying to maintain the course, of trying to actually come up with product that does work to lengthen telomeres. And then so far we've come up with ways to decreasing the rate of telomere shortening. Yeah. I guess the only thing I thought of adding, since listening to you talk, is that there is a lot of anecdotal data, way too much to ignore, showing age reversal. Even though I'm saying that Telo-Vital was designed to slow down the aging process, there's a lot of stuff going on with age reversal. Even in another call that I had this morning that Barrett, you were on, we talked about somebody whose hair was coming back, whose hair color was coming back. And it was undeniable that this was something real. It was real. Okay. So what I've done is I know from a lot of research studies and some studies that we've done in-house that when telomeres get critically short, they become easier to lengthen. And so when they're critically short, it's possible that we are lengthening them, but we haven't been able to do the science yet to actually demonstrate that. The analogy that I like to use to explain how that is possible is that telomeres might be folded up like a ball of yarn. They're not sticking out straight like pictures always show. They're folded up like a ball of yarn, and in the middle of that ball of yarn is the very tip of the telomere. And telomerase, to lengthen that telomere, it has to find its way to the very tip, bind to the tip, and then lengthen it. But when the ball of yarn is big, telomerase can't get to it. But when telomeres get critically short, that ball of yarn is no longer a ball of yarn. It's just a little knob sticking on the end of your chromosome. And telomerase can get to that easily, and therefore lengthen the critically short telomeres. And so it's just a guess. Okay, we have a lot of studies to do yet, but it's just, the guess is that that's why we're seeing so much anecdotal reversal of aging. And since I'm a scientist, I can't publish or do anything with anecdotal data, but it's undeniable that if anybody starts attending Lee's talks, and I don't know, maybe some of you have seen anecdotal age reversal. It'd be nice to hear that if there's a chance for this in this call, but I'll leave that up to Barrett. But that's all I can think of, is that there is some remarkable things happening that are beyond what the product was originally designed for.
Yes, we had a call just a couple of hours ago, and I also were talking about my knee, because I have had a ligament problems. It was broken. It was not broken, but it's another name you have on this. But we have 2 ligaments in our knee, and one of them were cut off, and I had the surgery then, and it hasn't been stable and strong like the other. It has been absolutely much better than it was before the surgery, of course. So, but it hasn't been like really like feeling the same as the other knee. And now Telo-Vital is the only product I have added since June. And in less than 2 months after I started taking the Telo-Vital, I was very surprised that it has gotten so strong and stable as it has. Let me see, here is some question here. But like you said, it's difficult to say exactly what's going on, but I'm just sharing what I have experienced. And Anne is asking, in what extent can Telo-Vital enhance repair the mental state for persons with mental illnesses, like schizophrenia or other types of mental illnesses?
Well, there's a tremendous, thousands of studies published showing the relationship of telomere length to mental illness. I even have a clinical study I'm trying to get underway right now. It's just very, very expensive to do. And people can find it in clinicaltrials.gov, where we are trying to use telomerase gene therapy, which is something that's not commercially available, but it's a very potent way to actually study telomere lengthening. We're using that to see if we can actually reverse Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia by simply lengthening the telomeres. And the main reason, there's several studies, but the main reason that I think that this is very likely is that when Dr. Rhonda Pinnell used our gene therapy technology to lengthen telomeres in mice that were suffering from dementia, they suddenly could remember how to go through a maze again. And that was wholly unexpected. But now when I speak at medical conferences and I listen to somebody talk about mental illness and telomere lengthening, or even if they're not talking about telomere lengthening, they will say that, hold on, let me see. They will say that mental illness or Alzheimer's is not the loss of memory. It's loss of access to the memory. The memory is still there in your brain. Okay, all the functions of how to think and behave and things like that, they're still in the brain. It's just the connections have been messed up or dissolved and stuff like that. And so lengthening the telomeres enables the stem cells to be able to create new neurons, or at least new branches to the neurons, to reconnect those connections. And so, it's still research, but I think it's very, very likely that we're going to see that people's memories are going to come back when we start lengthening telomeres in patients that have Alzheimer's. Unfortunately, the cost for me to treat one person once is $1 million, okay, in US dollars. And that's because of all the testing that we have to do. And verifying that, we treat the person, does the person actually produce telomerase? Do the telomeres actually get longer? And then all the biomarkers of aging, and plus there's risks involved in gene therapy. So we have to measure those risks, including immune responses and what's called integration into the human chromosomes and things like that we have to all test for. And if somebody does have a reaction, we have to be prepared to treat that reaction. Okay, but the thing is that it's $1 million a month, and trying to find that kind of money to $1 million per patient, and that's my cost. So when if the product ever became available, it would be a lot more expensive than $1 million per person. But I'm looking at this clinical study as a proof of concept to help show that telomerase can reverse Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia, so that it will make it easier for me to raise funding to find new extracts of natural products and stuff that are potent enough to actually lengthen the telomeres, be as potent as gene therapies, telomerase gene therapies. So yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. There's
Fantastic.
I can't say Telo-Vital will do anything, but I can say lengthening telomeres, I have every expectation of that improving somebody's symptoms of dementia or schizophrenia, stroke, all kinds of different mental health issues.
That's very exciting. You were talking in the other call a little bit about the spine and different things there. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Well, using, again, telomerase gene therapy, people have, and I'm the inventor of all the telomerase gene therapies, but I've provided it to other people to use. They have injected this in dogs, they've injected the discs that separate the vertebrae in the spine. When you get older, the discs get smaller and they start bumping into each other. They restrict nerves. They cause pain all over the place called radiculopathies. But when they injected the telomerase gene therapy into the discs of the dogs, those discs got younger. They got bigger again, and the problems of disc degeneracy disappeared. And so I'm looking forward to actually getting some studies done, and I'm talking to a doctor in Utah, in the United States, about actually heading up that clinical study right now. Because I can be the principal investigator for a clinical study, but I can't be the MD because I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a PhD.
Very exciting. And we have Trude here. Do you want to share your story? Because you have a spine problem, and what happened when you started using the Telo-Vital?
Yes, I feel so lucky to that Bill Andrews are here with us and actually share the product with a company like this, so everybody can have it and have this. So because in the start I wasn't thinking this would work for me because it's after a car crash, and I have worked with supplements for 25 years. I just took these products because I knew this was doing something with the telomeres and aging, and I didn't expect it to work on my back. But that's just, I see that's a miracle, I think. So when I talk to my customers, I try to just put my energy down almost, because it seems too good to be true what's happening to me. And I said that to a customer actually yesterday, and she said, "Yes, you sound crazy," but that's what happened to me. I have, if you see my MRI pictures, it's not looking good, so I cannot understand what's happening. But my back is just as a new back, and I haven't had this since 2008. And late in February, I was a cruise and in the US and have to buy a new back support and ankle support. And every morning I have to go out of the bed. I feel it. I have to lay with a pillow under my knees, and I cannot walk straight upward after work all day, and everything is gone. And I haven't done anything else. It's I think it has to be something with like this antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effect around this accident, maybe. It's just changed so much. So, and I have to tell people that that's my story. I just have to say this happened to me. I don't know what it can do with others, but think about what you can have within your cells you don't see, actually. And I feel this, what's happening inside the body with everything else. It's so exciting. So I have to look more into this. I just love these products.
Thank you so much. It's and Trude, she is a taekwondo athlete, and she is you are doing a lot of competition in this also, and like you said, you were using support for your back and all kinds of remedies and treatments, and it has improved for a while, and then it's going back again, and in just 2 weeks you felt the difference when you started to take the Telo-Vital. So it's so exciting, and it hasn't come back either, the problems you have.
No, Berit asked if I wanted to talk about this after a month, but I said no, I don't believe this. I don't believe this is going to be like this. So maybe it's because I haven't been on competition. Maybe it's because of this or that. But I don't need actually any chiropractor, manual therapist, acupuncture. This LED light I use every night. I don't need anything of this longer. And now it has been last for June, and the difference is Telo-Vital. So yeah, I can just share my story, and I hope it will help other people.
Thank you so much. That's so exciting, and I have seen you since yes, I have known you for 1 year now, and I have seen how you have struggled with your back also, and I see now that you are so much freer, and everything is very good. So yeah, it's like we can't say this is doing things for everyone, but it's like this is your story and your experience. So thank you for sharing.
Andrews.
Yeah, she's very grateful, Dr. Bill, for what you have come up with there. Do you want to say something around this, Dr. Bill?
Only that I'm learning as we go. I mean, it's like we don't know exactly what kind of things, but as I said before, anytime there's any critically short telomeres and injuries, just the healing of injuries actually causes critically short telomeres. So and because you know our cells are dividing our entire lives, and when we get like into our 40s, 50s, and older, our cells lose the ability to divide to even repair things. And so when you do get an injury and your body starts to repair, it can't finish the repair, okay, because the telomeres get too short in order to have more cell division. So I'm hoping that the Telo-Vital is the explanation for what like Trudy's seen as an explanation for why it's improving, because it's allowing additional cell divisions because the critically short telomeres are getting longer. And again, that's a guess, okay, based on scientific studies on telomere biology in general. I did see a question from Ida, and I have to confess I did translate it. I couldn't read it in Norwegian, but
yeah. So Ida, she is asking about is it only Telo-Vital that yeah, can give this all these good results, or do we need more? Yeah, I would say zeolite is very important to get rid of the toxins. It's very, very important to get rid of the toxins, and also to control your blood sugar is very important. So so glucocontrol and pure body extra and also fulvic is also very good, because here you have all the minerals you need to also for doing the repair.
and there are other things too. I mean, I take a lot of supplements in addition to Telo-Vital. But when we have a Telo-Vital generation that is potent enough to actually reverse telomere shortening, we will not need to take anything else. But until then, I think it's important to, especially like mitochondria health. Mitochondria is largely controlled by telomeres, but since we're only slowing down in most cases, we can still have dysfunctional mitochondria, and so taking products that will boost energy and help with mitochondria turnover and things like that are still important. These are things I would take myself.
Very good. Yes, I know you have had several Zoom calls today, so we will not have too long webinar today. So, but we are so grateful for you being there and sharing all the knowledge you have over so many years.
You know, Trudy just asked a question, and I have to say I don't know the answer to that, and but even if I did, I couldn't answer a question like that because I can't provide the medical advice on Telo-Vital. I can only talk about telomeres in general, but I will say that the more telomerase that you can induce, the better you are. Okay.
Yeah, we know of people also taking more than 2 capsules a day, and so it's up to everyone what they choose. So
people haven't seen, Sunny Wynn did post the link to that video that I mentioned before with Diane Sawyer,
yeah,
talking about reversal of aging in mice. If you haven't seen it, click on the link and watch that news story.
yeah. And Sonny, maybe you also will have something to share. Please do that.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you for asking me. I've been following Dr. Bill Andrews for over a decade, and I've seen a lot of incredible results from the previous telomere product. But when Dr. Bill told me that these ingredients are much more powerful, it's much more powerful than I could possibly imagine, because my team members are experiencing everything from gray hair darkening, visions improving, wrinkles disappearing. I myself don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Thank you, Dr. Bill. I sleep right through because I work out 7 days a week, and it's very important to get your 8 hours of sleep. And so many other transformations that we can't really explain, but it's a little bit different from everybody because these ingredients affect people differently. And what we notice is when we start asking people to take 2 pills a day, then people start seeing incredible results. So this is truly the holy grail of anti-aging. It's really helping a lot of our friends, family that are looking and feeling years younger. I'm really blown away with my friend who's 94 years young. I've known her for many years, and her husband died. She was in depression. She went in and out of hospitals. She was ready to check out of life. She was done with life, and she was using a walker. She's 94 years young, and now she no longer uses her walker. She uses a little cane. She's actually dancing now. She's no longer using her glasses. She's 94. It just blows my mind. And her gray hair is darkening at the roots. So we actually have a Zoom this Thursday. If you want to come by and hear her testimony and the other people, it's just life-changing. So thank you, Dr. Bill, for all your life's work, and we're going to see many more other miracles. And I advise everybody to take pictures of your hair, your face, your skin really close up so you can see the difference within a couple of months. And Berit, you're a very powerful leader, and thank you so much for the invite. I love hearing you present. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonny. Thank you for sharing, and I love the testimonials and the work you are doing, Sonny. It's very appreciated. And we are. I'm coming back with a webinar in 2 weeks. Tuesday in 2 weeks, we will do a webinar on fulvic acid. So happy to join next or Tuesday in 2 weeks. So thank
I'd
you
like-
so much, everyone, for joining today. We are over 30 joining, and that's incredible. So happy for that. And we have recorded it, so it will also be shared on my platform after this. So thank you so much, Dr. Bill. I'm so appreciate what you are doing. It's incredible results and what we can do to get so much better health. And yeah, thank you so much. So
All right.
bye-bye for now.
See y'all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.